guys, it's Mel. I am back with another haul from a new to me vendor. These are just my favorite to do. I love trying new wax. First of all, sorry about the running water noise, if you can hear that. That is the aquarium, my fiance's aquarium, and it is really low on water because he's gifting it to someone tomorrow. So, I don't know, it's driving me nuts because it's so loud. And then he's going to downgrade to a smaller aquarium. Hopefully you won't constantly hear that running water in the background, but anyway, so as I said, I am back with another new to me vendor. This is Old Primitive Treasures. The owner of Old Primitive Treasures is, and I apologize in advance if I butcher her name, it's either Lara or Lara, so it's L-A-R-A. I had a friend long time ago who spelled her name that way, and she pronounced it Lara, but I've also seen people pronounce it Laura, so I apologize if I butchered your name. I went all house blends on this order. This came in so quickly. I ordered this exactly 1 week ago today, and everything's arrived. I decided just to do house blends on it because she had some really interesting blends. She gets phenomenal reviews. I see her mentioned on Facebook groups all the time. People love her stuff, so I decided it was time to put it in order. She did include 4 samples. Thank you so much. That was so generous. I did pull up, I'm having trouble with my iPad, but I did pull up, because 3 of them are not house blends as far as I can tell. They're just straight scents, but 1 is a house blend, so I'll start with that. And this is in Pink Snowflake. She described this as the pink sugar type plus, I want to say, vanilla and peppermint, if I remember correctly. My iPad decided to freeze on me, so I can't pull it up again. And you get the peppermint right off the bat, but there's the sweetness there too. And the pink sugar is there. That's a really interesting mint blend. I like peppermint. I really like peppermint, but I definitely like it tempered by stuff. And usually that's something sweet just to lighten it up. So I'll have to try this one. We did peek at a few of these. I have not sniffed all of them, but I saw this one and my fiance was here and I'm like, you need to try this one. And he fell head over heels. Caramel cinnamon latte, and it is a good coffee scent with also the cinnamon comes right there, and it's got an overall sweetness, which I'm assuming is that caramel. I like the coffee in it. He fell in love with the cinnamon, and he was like, oh, I'm gonna melt that tonight. And I'm like, first of all, I have not given it to you. Second of all, cure time, baby. There is cure time involved. So he pouted a little, but I did promise I would give him that. He did not pout, but all right, so this next one is in Autumn Leaves, which I have had. It is not exactly the right scent for my nose. I did sniff this already. It is a very strong throw on cold. All of these have an incredibly strong throw on cold. It's just not the right scent for my nose. It's a kind of a musky, perfumey scent that's just not my cup of tea. But I will find a good home for that, absolutely. And the last one is Old Village Bakery. I looked this up and I saw stuff like doughy, and then touch of almonds, I think. That sounded really good to me. I have not sniffed it yet though. Very pretty scalp tarts. Oh, wow. And that doughy smell gets you right away, but there's also this sweetness of the, you know, what you would traditionally think of as a bakery, but I don't know, it's a really warm bakery scent. I didn't get much of the almonds in there. That is delicious though. That dough hits you right away. And then right behind that, it's almost like a caramelly or just a really creamy scent, but deeper. That's good. Okay, so those were my 4 samples. 4 full-size scallops. Thank you so much. That was incredibly generous. Okay, so into my order now. I got 3 individual scallops, and this first one is in Wicked Wild Berry Cheesecake, and she describes this as ripe and juicy wild berries blended with our fabulous cheesecake fragrance. I hope this isn't too crinkly. I didn't think to open them beforehand. Beautiful wax again. Wow. I was holding this down here and can smell it. So it's that very familiar wild berry fragrance, if you've had that, but then immediately after that, you get that cheesecake. This is just such a strong, rich, decadent scent, and it gets that decadence from the cheesecake. But if you like wild berry, you're going to love this scent because the wild berry is certainly no stranger in that blend. Okay, this is Apple Serendipity Fluff. She describes this as juicy apples blended with our popular Serendipity fragrance and creamy marshmallow. I did write down the Serendipity description too. It's almond, sweet cherry, and toasted coconut blended with cream, sugar, and warm vanilla bean. So you get the apple right away. And you get the really sweet high notes of almond and cherry. That's good. I didn't get much of the marshmallow, except just an overall sweetness. So that's probably going to come out on warm. That is fantastic. All right. Got this one for the fiance, chocolate chip zucchini bread. A childhood favorite. She says in her description, fresh zucchini bread loaded with chocolate chips. He loves chocolate scents. They're not my thing. But if I come across one, especially as a house blend, I try to get it for him. Sorry, I was just looking at my hands. They look dirty. So right away, it's chocolate. It's a creamy zucchini. Honestly, the chocolate comes out more to me than the zucchini bread. He's going to love it. Again, I got this one for him. I knew I wasn't going to be a big fan. I love eating chocolate. I'm just not a big fan of sticking it in my warmer and smelling it all night. It's almost too heavy for me, which I know, considering some of the scents I pick, like butterbrickle and butterscotch and all these like, you know, you gain weight just sniffing them. Chocolate's not my thing. Okay, so those were my 3 individual scalp tarts. And now I bought 5 6-packs. And look how cute this is. She tied everything with this really cute twine. You can see that? I just love that touch. And it opens so easily. So this first one is in marshmallow coconut bread. Yum, yum, yum. And the description is marshmallow cream blended with coconut cream pie and our secret fabulous sweetbread fragrance. Yummy. So I'm not going to pull these out. Just sniffing. Oh my God. So the coconut's there, but before you get the coconut, you actually, and I lied, I pulled one out. You get that marshmallow, and that is a good, I know she describes it as marshmallow cream, but this smells like a toasted marshmallow to me. And then you get that bakery note. It is fantastic. I love that. It is so strong. I find sometimes marshmallow blends can be a little lighter. But that one is just so strong, and it's not overly coconutty. It's definitely more on the bakery side than like the high note of a coconut. And that makes sense since it's actually coconut cream pie, she said. But it is fantastic. All right. If you've watched my videos, this next one might surprise you a little, maybe. I got vanilla lavender muffins. I don't know what it was. Something about this just sounded really good. I've been struggling with a little bit of insomnia. So the idea of being able to have more lavender blends to melt at night appealed to me. So this is a very strong lavender. I wouldn't consider this a sweet lavender. It is definitely more of an herbal lavender, but the vanilla and the muffins. Oh, and she describes it as lavender vanilla blended with cornbread muffins. The vanilla definitely sweetens it up, but you can tell this is not a traditionally sweet lavender, at least that's by my nose. I don't get a lot of the muffins. I get more of the vanilla, and I definitely get a lot more of the lavender. So I will be very curious to melt that. Oh, Hannah. Hannah. Oh, you're getting fat, girl. All right. Move the cat. I think that's all I do some days. All right. Vanilla blueberry shortbread. She describes this as creamy vanilla, shortbread, and blueberries. So shortbread is one of my new favorite scents. I mean, come on, who doesn't like eating shortbread? And that is a really pretty purple. Wow. So the blueberry, whew, that is strong, strong, strong blueberry. I get just a hint of bakery from it. Not getting much of the vanilla. It's that blueberry that is so strong. It smells awesome. I will be very curious to see if I get more of that shortbread on warm. It smells fantastic. This one we already smelled. This is toasted mallow birthday cake. And this is, oh, the description was 2 of our best-selling fragrances blended to perfection. So, I mean, birthday cake, toasted mallow, that is pretty self-explanatory. You know what's funny? I get more coconut in this than I did the marshmallow coconut bread. I'm going to pull this one out again. This smells more birthday cake, and this smells far more coconutty. I could be completely off the mark there, but that's what I'm getting. Regardless, these smell fantastic. I love them. All right, I haven't smelled this one because I've been kind of saving it for last. This is marshmallow latte. Boy, I didn't realize I went really heavy on the marshmallow blends here. But I love, love, love me some coffee blends. Sorry, crinkle. This is fresh brewed coffee with a dollop of marshmallow cream. That sounds awesome. And this is precisely as the description says. It is a strong coffee scent. And then you just get the hint, just a very hint, the tiniest hint of sweetness. It's fantastic. I love this. And I would like to melt, and that's why I got some of these in 6-packs, because I'll melt a couple of these just straight. And then I'll try melting this maybe with one of like the toasted mallow birthday cake, just make it a little even sweeter, and see how it blends together. Yay! All right, I am thrilled with this order. The scents on cold are just mind-boggling how strong they are. I haven't had scents like this on cold in a while, so I am just thoroughly impressed. Very, very excited. Can't wait. I mean, I do let everything cure for 2 weeks, whether the vendor says it needs it or not. I know there's a couple vendors that say they don't need curing. I do it anyway, just because, in fairness, I mean, I have noticed some of the vendors who say curing's not required do still smell a little stronger after curing. Maybe it's just my head. A lot of things weird happen in my head. You never know. But so I will let these cure, and then I want to start melting these as soon as that 2-week period is up. Okay, guys, that is it for me tonight. Take care of yourselves, and I will be back soon.